There's something about the night sky that always makes you feel small, and if you really pay attention, a little bit out of place.
Fleeting interactions in one-off instances, they've been abducted by a gray, or they've, interacted with a tall white or a Nordic.
Have you ever stared up at the stars and wondered if you're the alien? I know I have.
We've had sworn testimony where they'll say, yeah, I've seen beings.
It's like everyone else got the manual for life and somehow you missed it.
There was this giant white radioactive horse that floated around the ranges at night and was fluorescent.
The thing is, you're doing everything right. You're working hard, you're chasing your goals. Maybe you're even winning by the world's standards.
Former members of the CIA, you have others that positively say they were there.
But deep down, it still feels like you're standing on the outside looking in. The way you think about purpose, relationships, and masculinity, it feels off because it doesn't match what the culture keeps telling you. And so you start to wonder if something's wrong with you. Listen to me when I tell you, there's nothing wrong with you. And here's the truth. That feeling, that alien ache inside of you, it's not a flaw, it's a sign. It's evidence that you're not meant to blend in. You're not meant to wake up, but you are. That's why you're watching right now. Everywhere you go, culture hands you a checklist of what your perceived value should be. If you chase down status, money, validation, that's how you become alpha. That's how you become stronger. Only if you hustle hard, compete, and crush the competition. It's a race that never ends, and the finish line keeps moving. You scroll through social media, and no matter how much progress you've made, there's always someone doing more, showing more, being more. And suddenly, you feel like you're not enough. But maybe that alien feeling isn't a flaw. Maybe it's a sign that something deep inside you knows those scripts are hollow. There's an old line of wisdom that says, do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. You don't have to squeeze yourself into a mold that doesn't fit. You have the power to change the way you think and choose a different path. Trying to live up to culture's expectations in your 20s is like running on a treadmill that keeps speeding up while people on the sidelines yell new instructions every 5 seconds. 1 minute it's make 6 figures, then suddenly it's get shredded, then date more. And probably the most ridiculous are the people that say you can be a CEO at 25. What are you smoking on, bro? And no matter how fast you're sprinting, you're not actually getting anywhere, just sweating harder and wondering why everyone else looks like they're cruising. But maybe that's the point. Maybe the reason it feels so exhausting is because you're not supposed to run their race. The real power move isn't cranking the treadmill faster. It's stepping off, choosing your own pace, and walking a path that actually leads somewhere worth going. But the real question is, what happens when stepping off forces you to face the person you've been running from yourself? And stick around, because what comes next might just change the way you see your life forever. Before we dive in, hit subscribe. You'll learn how to level up and live like the top 1%. The truth is that your worth was never meant to be decided by other people. It doesn't come from followers or trophies or what someone else thinks of you. It's built from the kind of person you're becoming. Because whatever you place your value in, that's where your heart will follow. If your treasure is attention, you'll always be chasing it and you'll never feel full. But if your treasure is growth, purpose, and compassion, you'll build a life that's unshakable. Chasing validation is like trying to fill a bottomless cup. No matter how much you try to pour in, it's never enough. One compliment feels good for a second, then you need another. One achievement looks impressive online, but then the high fades, and you need more, like a junkie.
Well, I'm a junkie.
I'm a junkie for Christ. And before you know it, your whole identity is built on a scoreboard you don't even control. But here's the plot twist. Real strength has nothing to do with being seen as powerful. Because power itself is an illusion.
Sucker.
So to all you weirdos getting high off control, you're a nerd, bro. Nobody loved you as a child. The loudest man or woman in the room, I don't want to discriminate, is usually the one who's terrified of losing it. So I don't care about your fancy house, big car, nice clothes, or how funny you think you are. We're all the same. The ones who chase control, attention, and dominance are often the most fragile because their worth depends on it. In reality, those people are like a kid on the playground, waving around a toy lightsaber, convinced he's Darth Vader. Dramatic, loud, and completely harmless.
Pathetic.
They're not kings, just actors in plastic crowns, chasing thrones that were never real to begin with. You're a nerd, bro. He craves the presence of the King of Kings like air. He's hungry for purpose, desperate for truth, and unstoppable in his pursuit of Jesus. And when you start seeing yourself through his eyes, every fake authority crumbles. Their power dissolves. Their opinions mean nothing. Because once you're chasing his kingdom, no counterfeit crown can control you, and no pretender can ever rule you. Then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. John 8:32 NIV. True power is quiet. It's knowing who you are when no one's watching. If you're doing things to be seen,
You're already doing it wrong.
it's all about building character, discipline, and purpose. The things no one can give or take away from you. Because when your value is rooted in growth, compassion, and calling, you stop performing for the world and start shaping it.
If you're not subscribed to King Junkie View, you probably won't see us again.